So recently there's this new Joker movie that has been released and everyone seems to be talking about it and saying that it sucks, etc. Me personally, I haven't watched it and I'll never watch it, but that's not the point. While everyone has been talking about Joker and the Harley Quinn or whatever, they've been forgetting the main character, and which is the one and the only Batman. So for this reason, I decided to make a video talking about him to do him good because he deserves so. And I think that is a great opportunity to open a discussion of why does not a good Batman game exist. So before we start, let's give a brief introduction about who Batman is. This might be the most familiar thing I'll ever explain, but from a general perspective, to analyze his power, abilities, strength, appearance, and strong points, Batman is essentially a wealthy man with access to advanced technologies. He has vehicles like the Batmobile, high-tech weaponry, and tools that allow him to navigate between buildings and using his cape to glide throughout the air effortlessly and going from building to the another. Let's not forget his combat skills. Batman has a black belt in Kung Fu and Karate Airokan, which explains his expertise in hand-to-hand combat. His fighting style is almost similar to Spider-Man's but without the webs. Instead, he has a close combat style similar to a boxer, focusing on firm, straightforward attacks without much acrobatics. He rarely uses his legs or performs backflips. Batman doesn't rush or run often. In games like Arkham Knight, you mostly see him walking instead of running. To recreate this style in Roblox, it's surprising to know that no one has developed a high-quality Batman game yet. Although copyright issues may be a factor, developers could still create a game with a similar vibe by tweaking the name, suit, and appearance to avoid such issues. Just as has been done with Pokemon fan games that had to be altered to the same reason, just copyrights. Imagine a talented developer creating a Dark Knight-centered game where you play as a lone hero who watches for crime from above buildings only to intervene when necessary. I think this will be a great game concept. Roblox, being around since 2005, offers extensive tools and possibilities throughout its Roblox Studio game engine. So limitations in Roblox Studio shouldn't hinder creating a good Batman-inspired game. You might wonder why. Why is there no Batman games? Well, there are so many great Spider-Man games out there. Simply put, Spider-Man is generally more popular, especially with younger audiences, as he appears approachable and kid-friendly. While Batman has a big fan base, Spider-Man is often seen as more relatable with his unique concept and abilities like web swinging around buildings. So kudos to Stan Lee for creating such an iconic hero with a suit and powers so distinct from other superheroes. Another reason there are more quality Spider-Man games than Batman games on Roblox is that many successful Spider-Man games already exist outside the platform. For example, Insomniac's Spider-Man game brought significant changes after its release in 2018, inspiring many Roblox developers to create Spider-Man games. Good Spider-Man games on Roblox were very rare. As you can see in a previous video I made about the evolution of Spider-Man games on the platform, I recommend checking it out to see how much things improved after 2018, especially with Spider-Man's debut in the MCU, which also spurred more quality game adaptations and really set the bar very high. In contrast, despite the release of a new Batman movie in 2022, which I think is an excellent movie, few developers created strong Batman games on Roblox. The difference is that while Spider-Man has had effective video games, Batman's recent success has been more in movies and not in video games. Even games like the recent Batman title where you can play as Robin or Batwoman haven't achieved the same level of success as Insomniac's Spider-Man. For a Batman game to have that kind of impact, it will need to be faithful to the comic lore, include a rich roster of characters and a strong storyline. Something Insomniac achieved for Spider-Man by introducing new characters and respecting the comic universe. If another company, maybe Insomniac, Ubisoft, or anyone, just not EA, produce a respectful Batman game that drew deeply from the comics, it would likely be popular enough to inspire more Roblox developers to create Batman-inspired games. Roblox has a trend of developers replicating popular media, as you guys all seen. Squid Game, for example, came out and inspired many successful adaptations on the platform that really made Roblox way successful than it was. It's a great way to test the platform's limits, bringing variety to the platform and give players more game options. So to sum it up, the reason there aren't as many quality Batman games on Roblox comes down to the fewer high quality Batman video games out there and less inspiration for developers to replicate. But with the right game as an inspiration, this could easily change. If we took a look at the old Roblox Batman games, we really wouldn't find a really decent ones. They're all pretty bad, to be fair, and they're not good at all. They're basically just basic old Roblox mechanics, like the usual tools on below, morph magics, and it just really is not that modern. Looking at the positive side, there are some exceptions, like this recent one which is called Gotham Knights. It looks very promising and it has a very great potential, as you can see. It's still in its alpha phase, so judging it now is not the most fair thing. And for the sake of being fair, we gotta give some credit to some other ones that deserve to be mentioned, like Batman Gotham Fear, Batman Shadows of Gotham, Batman Arkham Generations, not so terrible for its age, and Batman Gotham Stories 2021, recently updated as well. Especially these two, Batman Shadows of Gotham and Batman Gotham Stories, both are very promising, but unfortunately not as good as, for example, Webverse. And they both cost Robux, which is not the most very suitable thing for most Roblox users.